don't be going on it. My constant minus. Oh, okay. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential or they try to blackmail you against you. Elevation looks good on you when you understood confidence, coming out your comfort zone, believing in faith that they understand how you can relate, being patient with time and they understand your reflection. God didn't make a mistake. We may not pray the same, but respect is a two-way street. The hate is different when you have hate in your vein. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly hope all is well in your end, and I truly hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you or during your journey, or said that you didn't have potential, they try to blackmail you, they project the spellbook right to left. You're mad and you're worthy. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. It's funny how these chicks and dudes be trying to humble you. But one thing you was far from at the end of the day was lacking faith. That unconditional love actually hits different. Got your next door neighbor different tax brackets trying to distract you. But you understood to be your authentic self. Continue to keep going. Regardless who try to overlook you at the end of the day. You never had hate in your vein. You understood elevation when it comes to growth, time and day. God gave you the proper knowledge to acknowledge your worth. That energy is different, healing trauma and pain. Always be yourself. I may not make sense to the average person, but being authentic is not a crime. It's folks in the background telling all these lies. It's like a group of people to go up against one person because you truly had potential. You wasn't the issue. You believe in the faith that they couldn't relate to was truly going within. They misunderstood by their own love language. At the end of the day, they forgot the hell. It be the train of thought for me. Becoming your best self, vision of yourself. They said that you was mentally unstable at the end of the day, but you wasn't shortchanging yourself because God never removed his hands and her hands off of you when it comes to becoming your best self vision of yourself. Even when you got lost in your words, they would never understand how you stand before yourself today. No, and the trick of it, always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Always be yourself. It was the doctor's list. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, stay in your lane. It was the doctor's list. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, stay in your lane. Check yourself. Hold on. What happened to RESPCT? Stay in your lane. You said I ain't have potential, but I understood my faith. It'd be the train of thought for me. How you try to antagonize me to catch a case. No, it ain't a train of thought for me. Always be yourself when someone tries to dim your light. These chicks and dudes wanted you to lower your standards when it comes to self-love. But you understood to hold your ground at the end of the day because you truly still had potential within you. They had verse psychology, mind games when it came to lack of self-control. They didn't understand their own worth at the end of the day when it comes to healing trauma and pain. They tried to disturb it. They tried to discourage you. They wanted you to get lost in your words because they was throwing sport at you right at the left. But God didn't reject you. That energy is different when it comes to maturing. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, don't dim your light. Always be yourself. These chicks and dudes wanted you to lower your standards. Self-love was the first love within you. They would never understand how you handle that situation. You ain't have to go tick for tack with somebody when they wanted you to lower stand at the end of the day. You know, your confidence, something they couldn't relate to, was understanding the doctor's instructions. No, the chick told me the doctor said leave innocent people the fuck alone. It'd be the chain of thought for me. How they took a whole community to go up against one person. And that person continued to still elevate when it comes to maturing. Something they couldn't relate to when it came to their love language, truly going within. How they had their own trust issues at the end of the day. They didn't even believe in their own hope because they couldn't see. They were so worried about disturbing your peace at the end of the day because you was willing to choose you not to be a mistake. You was healing trauma and pain. Here your vocabulary definitely didn't hit the same. Because the way you tie your shoe at the end of the day, the damn show wasn't a game. You lost a lot of people during your journey. But the only person you almost overlooked at the end of the day was truly you. Understanding your reflection, looking in the mirror. You are beautiful, you are handsome. Certain folks will never understand how you stand before yourself today. You know how it feels to be on an empty stomach. You wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. When God was showing you your point of view at the end of the day, that you was truly worthy of living. No, I ain't trying to go with me now. Check this out. Listen. Overcoming that storm. They would never understand that God wasn't doing you wrong. We may not pray the same, but you damn sure didn't have hate in your vein. The energy hits different. That's on two different next levels. At the end of the day, maintain the smile, regardless if you lived in poverty and pain. You know how it feels to be abandoned, disrespected, right to left. But rejecting yourself, it wasn't part of your vocabulary. Another day, becoming your worst enemy. They would never understand how God never overlooked you. The energy is different. Standing before yourself today as the man and woman that you're becoming. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say it respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Where do I start? We already at Monday. Skipped a couple of days. Only to realize hold on 1 second. The week is about to start over. You know, Monday, I was lost in my words. I didn't even know if I was coming or going. I didn't understand my verbs. I was on an empty stomach. I wasn't looking for a handout, but I knew at the end of the day, I overflowed the wrong cup. Only realized they were still trying to shortchange me. They wasn't even trying to help me. It be the train of thought for me. Extending the hand at the end of the day to go through poverty and pain. Only realize that everybody don't have the same heart as you. But God allowed you to see at the end of the day to let go of that bad habit because that person truly wasn't for you. You know, because when God sends the right people into your life, regardless of what you're going through mentally, physically, emotionally, stably, at the end of the day, God got your back. Because when you're on an empty stomach at the end of the day, somebody that you truly calling a friend or family, they got your back. They got your back not to poison your food. They got your back not to project spirit in a toxic way towards you. They got your back not to talk about you like a bad habit. They got your back going through an abusive situation. They got your back. Regardless of what you're going through when it comes to that storm that day. It be a train of thought for me. How you have to do nobody wrong. Only for them to overlook you. And only for God to send the right people into your life to truly see you. Well, that was just Monday. Whew. Here go Tuesday. No other train thought for me. Another day. They didn't know how he was going to pay that bill. You wasn't looking for a handout. Getting rejected right to left. They quit to call you mentally ill. You were just trying to better yourself when it comes to your mental health. Asking God for guidance when it comes to ordering your life. Only to realize that hold on 1 second, God made a miracle you least expected. 2 months ago, you just lost everything. 3 months ago, you just lost everything. 2 years ago, you just lost everything. You know how it feels to truly start all over? That energy is different. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Do you know how it feels to actually not have a dollar in your pocket? And wearing and maintain a smile, not wearing a mask? The energy is different. Yeah. Pain. How you in the hospital? Don't even know what your next move is. If you even coming or going. Everybody that you overflow they cup at the end of the day. They didn't understand your vision. Because they was never there for you in the first place. They just wanted to talk about you like a bad habit. Only to say that they helped you at the end of the day. But you had to stand up for yourself in the most healthiest way, starting all over. Asking God for guidance when you least expected. God pointed you the right direction. An angel walked into your life, gave you keys. They wasn't trying to give you a hand at the end of the day to let alone abuse you mentally. They had your back, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. They know how it feels to be in a situation, and you damn sure wasn't a charity case. Whew. The energy is different. Doctor said your blood pressure high. You don't even know if you coming or going, and you wasn't trying to get high. It be the train of thought for me. How folks was quick to label you at the end of the day. Folks in the background still playing with spoken in a toxic way. Making you feel like you're supposed to be confused in this world. Abusing you right to left. But who would have knew that God was really trying to heal you to show you better days ahead? Because God got you at that situation you least expected, pointing you in the right direction, leading you to better days ahead. You wasn't running from your path, but you understood your reflection, healing trauma and pain, still being patient with time and day. That was Monday. That was Tuesday. Dang. It's too much going on in one day. On an empty stomach. It'd be the train of thought for me. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know that angel that walked into your life? You ever know if he was coming to go and have a roof over your head? But they truly was praying for you at night? Finally, someone genuine, respecting you. They wasn't trying to sleep with you, let alone disrespect you. They heard you, not to overlook you. They saw potential within you to show you at the end of the day you could truly better you. Only to realize you just needed the proper people around you. Only to realize the hold on 1 second. It took a village to actually respect your neighbor. Who would have knew? It didn't matter your time and day, your age. Letting go of toxic behavior when you least expect it. You know, sometimes that happens in life when we come to maturing. Wasn't doing it for likes and views when God was in your life at the end of the day. They would never understand how you heal trauma and pain. How when you start to get your life together, how your past started to knock at the door. But God said not today. They can't spin the block because I got your back. You didn't even know how you was going to provide for yourself. Only for God to open opportunities for you to better yourself. God made sure that you had a roof over your head, a couple of dollars in your pocket. You able to go from point A to Z with no care, no worries in the world. That energy is different. You know that person that came into your life and said they didn't want $1 from you? You made sure that you did everything in your power to give them back every dollar. They said they didn't want it, but you wasn't rejecting yourself because you had potential within you. And you showed them at the end of the day, you helped me, all I want to do is help you. They had it all at the end of the day. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. But who would have knew? You kept your word when you said what you said that day. I just want the right person in my life to help me. And I'll make sure at the end of the day, I'm going to return the favor. God just showed me the way. That energy is different. You know, everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Do you know how it feels to have a couple of dollars to wash your own clothes, let alone put food in your stomach? No, and the tray gonna be, oh my God, dirty clothes laying around and shit. Wearing the same clothes, frowning inside. Don't even feel beautiful inside, or let alone handsome. Haven't had a haircut in months, let alone weeks, maybe a year or two. It'd be the train of thought for me. But only to realize it went from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now we at Thursday, getting yourself together when it comes to your self-care day. Feeling good within. Now you ready to heal, asking God for guidance. Being patient with time and they to understand your reflection when it comes to God knowledge. Wow. I love myself, not the dim my light. I love myself, not the dim my light. I love myself, not the dim my light. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. Here go Friday. Wow, what a week. That 1 week just changed your life forever. You was going through trauma and pain. It felt like forever. How someone could just walk into your life and change your life around within a split of a second. It'd be the train of thought for me. Everybody's not blessed to have that right person by their side. And they didn't have to get physical or disrespectful or use and abuse you or project spirit towards you. Or it's like at your free will when it comes to your mental health. You know, expressing yourself to the right person. Who would have known you found a safe place actually speaking up for yourself. Finally. Wow, Saturday. Got you reflecting what you've been through. Over these last couple of years, it's truly been real. You almost lost you. You could have lost yourself for that last testimony, but God started a new chapter when it came to this journey. God saw something within you that God never gave up. Only for you to rest to hold on 1 second. God said, keep your head up. Now, it's a trade over here. We go with Sunday now. Wow. I failed. I wasn't trying to hurt myself. Didn't have hate in my vein. Folks know how to love me, respect me, or protect me. But I'm very so much thankful I didn't lose me. And it's just different. I didn't lose me. And because you didn't lose your butterfly, you stand before yourself today and it wasn't a lie. You have folks in the background playing with spirit to reject you, but God was protecting your mental health. You have these witches and these warlocks pulling cards right to left to do you wrong, playing mind versus psychology mind games with you, energy harvesting off your energy like a bad habit, or because you truly have potential. You know, everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Healing, trauma, and pain. The spiritual world is truly real. Only for you to rest. Hold on 1 second. You're able to tell your story to keep it real. You almost lost you. And you're very so much thankful that your prayers did come true. Because God did make a miracle. You worship the good God. With no malicious intentions, the energy is different. You don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Even when your neighbor try to get you out of character, to try to dim you like to project pain, you still know how to respect your neighbor. Even days when you couldn't see, you wanted everybody around you to elevate. We're not the same. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I say that respectfully. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend, humanity, and worthy. Peace and respect, and never stop the violence. Humanity, worthy, no dim your light. Go, you never dim your light. Protect your energy, protect your family, and stop the violence. Peace and respect, and never stop the violence. Humanity, worthy, don't dim your light. Never don't dim your light. When someone says you don't have potential, that don't mean lose sight of day of choosing you. When someone's in the background trying to blackmail you, let alone if it has like a group of people to dig up your past and something that you never ran from. Don't run from you. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. You know, God is not for clout chasing or likes and views, and God was never for sale. And when I speak about my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God, I was never doing it for likes and views or fame. I was doing it for the right folks that was truly for me with no malicious intentions. That energy is different. We're not the same. I'm far from that hater that don't run through my vein. When God sends the right people into your life at the end of the day, they don't look at you like competition. It doesn't matter if they came from poverty or pain or not. They don't respect their neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. We not the same at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. Respect's a two-way street. I'm Naya. Genuine love, respect. Today's currently June 20th, 2025. Stop the violence. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. Regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me or whatever the case may be, I work alone. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's kind of fun. No, it's not funny. Someone will try to humble you, but you've been through enough trauma and pain. You know how it feels to be on the empty stomach, not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. You still knew how to respect your neighbor. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. You knew when individuals wasn't for you. You knew how to stay in your lane 6 feet apart, 10 feet apart. Thank you, no thank you. You knew how to overflow someone's cup. Even days when you didn't understand your own love language. And you wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. And God was never for sale. That energy is different. And you never looked at your neighbor like competition. We may not pray the same, but I know how to respect my neighbor. That energy is different when it comes to maturing, acting your body, we have to choose sides. We not the same, neighbor. Stay in your lane.
No, I haven't checked on the only BS with no molestation. I gotta go.
Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Stop the violence.